This video is brought to you by Ridge Wallet, a slim front pocket wallet available in carbon fiber and titanium. With more than 250,000 sold, a lifetime guarantee and free shipping, get 10% off with the code GOLDFISH at ridgewallet.com. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another Instant Deck Tech. So as you know, Thursday means it's Fishbowl Thursday here in Instant Deck Tech land, and this week we have a super sweet standard tribal deck, one of the least traditional standard tribal decks we've had in a while. This is Esper Humans for standard. It reminds me a lot of the modern Humans deck, where we're playing humans, not 5 colors, because the mana in standard, a little rough for that, but across 3 different colors. We got a bunch of like disruptive stuff. It's just a really cool deck. It comes to us from Flowbase. So Flowbase, thank you so much for sending in a super sweet deck. If you'd like your own deck considered for a future Fishbowl Thursday, make sure to leave a link in the comments, or you can email me, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. Anyway, let's break down Esper Humans for standard. So the humans all have kind of specific roles. We start off with Knight of Grace and Knight of Mallows, which, yes, they're knights, they're also humans, and these are kind of our good blockers. We can go aggro with them if our hand dictates that, but mostly against aggro decks especially, they come down on turn 2, they eventually pump into 3/2 first strikers, which blocks a lot, and they're naturally resilient to removal. Knight of Grace gonna dodge Fatal Pushes and Vraska's Contempts, Knight of Malice gonna dodge annoying Seal-Aways and Cast Outs and Gideon pluses and Teferi minuses and all that stuff. So resilient to removal, good blockers, starting off our curve on turn 2. Then we have a bunch of removal-ish humans. So Direfleet Poisoner doesn't look like traditional removal, but that's how it plays out most of the time. Because it has Flash and Death Touch, we can just ambush Viper and take down a massive Verdurous Gearhulk, or a Winding Constrictor with a ton of counters on it, or a Torrential Gearhulk, and plus we can just beat down with it. As a 2/2 with Death Touch, our opponent doesn't necessarily just want to throw a creature in front of it, because Death Touch is going to take down a much bigger creature. Banewit Punisher, basically a 4-mana removal spell. We can kill a little thing with the counter, but usually we're casting it, putting a counter on something, immediately sacrificing it to kill it. Hostage Taker not only deals with creatures, but can also snag artifacts, which is kind of a nice upside, and plus we can actually cast those things as well. So cool to steal like a Hardikirin or Ether Sphere Harvester or something from the opponent's side of the battlefield. But mostly, these are just humans that also work like removal spells in our deck. Then we have kind of our control matchup humans. Kai'Sail Freebooter, modern staple in the human deck, coming down, doing their duress impression, grabbing a card from our opponent's hand, beating down in the air. Wrath Compassion, a little bit strange, because we don't really have many historic spells in our deck, but it is a 3/3 flash flying human, which isn't the worst. We can kind of sneak it into play when our opponent taps out for a Glimmer of Genius or something like that, and then just have this evasive beater to keep attacking. And we do have one legend that we can flash in, and these are our card advantage slash kind of finishing humans, I guess. Ariel, Knight of Windgrace, knight and a human, and it doesn't read exactly like card advantage. It doesn't say draw a card on it, but really, Ariel can attack for 4, plus it can tap to make knight tokens, or tap to kill things. So it kind of works like virtual card advantage, where we are ending up cards. Those cards are 2/2 knights, or our opponent's ending up down cards, creatures that Ariel kills. But if Ariel sits on the battlefield, it does generate card advantage in its own weird way and take over the game. And then Cloudblazer, that one just straight up draws us some card and gains us some life. I actually didn't even realize that Cloudblazer was a human, but it is a human and works really well with the theme of our deck. So along with all these humans, you're probably wondering why? Why restrict ourselves to humans? Like, I guess it's kind of cool, but is there a payoff for being human tribal? And the answer here is Radiant Destiny. So with Radiant Destiny, we name human, all of a sudden all of our creatures a little bit bigger. Super scary with the knights on turn 2, Cloudblazer and Wrath in the air. So it makes all of our creatures bigger, and eventually we're going to turn on City's Blessing and get Ascend, and then we can do the offense, defense, swing with everything, still have blockers back. So while there's not a ton of payoffs for being tribal, Radiant Destiny is a reason to fill our deck with humans, and it is a pretty good one at that. We also get a bunch of good removal. The upside of being in black, Fatal Push, Cast Down, Moment of Craving, Vraska's Contempt. So just some of the best removal in the standard format. The other payoff for being humans is we get to take advantage of unclaimed territory in our mana base. So unclaimed territory is very powerful if you're a tribal deck, just an untapped dual land that fixes for any color, but only for tribe members. But in our deck, all we have that's not human is Radiant Destiny and a few removal spells, so it is a perfect land for our deck. Otherwise, some more dual lands, a handful of basic lands. In the sideboard, we get a bunch more removal. Vraska's Contempt, cast down, dealing with gods and planeswalkers. A bunch of early game stuff for aggro, Thopter Arrest, Seal Away, Moment of Craving. Baird is also at its best against kind of tokens deck or aggro decks where they might not have enough mana. Taxing the attacks is good, especially against hasty creatures. So an interesting human addition for those matchups from the sideboard. Then for control, we have Duress, Doomfall to attack our opponent's hand, Argus Bloodfast to keep drawing more humans and maybe sacking them eventually, but mostly just to generate card advantage. Silent Gravestone to deal with various graveyard decks, and that is Esper Humans for Standard of all places. And that's been our Visual Thursday Instant Deck Tech for this week. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.